You'd be a great politician, and I wouldn't, because I would have said just one team or the other, and that would have been the end of my thought. So congratulations, Cinderin. You're terrific. One thing I do want to mention, though, is FNG is playing the Snapfire. So position 5, I highly doubt we see an Ags, although it's been extremely common on the hero. The panel kind of brought that up before, whether it's in more of the core or more prominent the position 4 that ends up getting a lot of form with the Agnum Scepter. Do you think that that is going to be... Yes, that's what I was going to get to. I think it's actually a broken Ags that will be nerfed in the next patch. But you pick it without that in mind. Like, do you think that's a detriment to them, or...? Ooh, yeah. Yes. It is early on. I mean, is there a point in this lane that it starts to go in the favor of Alliance, you think? Or will it continue down this trend? I mean, FNG, obviously, with the salve being gone, is kind of a huge detriment. Only has 3 tangos left, but I believe something's coming on the courier now. Yeah, another salve, it looks like. Yep, dive comes in as well, so Nico Baby and FNG taking extra damage on top of this. I mean, looking at the CS, if you look at Miracle, 11-1 in terms of CS, and Nico Baby 7-1, still obviously quite early. As first blood middle lane, Weehaw actually pops the salve and lives through it. Very nice. So this is a player that has been getting a lot of hate recently, Cinderin. As we'll get to that in just a moment. Looks like Hanskin takes a tumble in the bot lane. Yeah. Of course, we should mention that obviously Kuroki is back. We mentioned this as well earlier, but it is going to take a little bit of an adjustment, even if it's been, you know, it's not like he's been completely AFK. He's obviously been talking with the team and whatnot, but they haven't been playing with him as much, obviously, over this stretch that he's been injured. So that'll give Weehaw the confidence he needs. I'm a huge Weehaw believer. I was talking about it earlier, Cinder, and he's getting a lot of hate because of a certain Storm Spirit game he was playing. But if he gets off to a good start,
their structures.
You know, he may have died a few times. Well, you are the 1 in 19 Pudge, if I remember correctly. Did you? Well, you're position 5. It's a little bit different, I think. It's Weehaw's going to get cookied here on the bottom rune area.
Regeneration!
Yep, in terms of CS, the mid lane isn't that big of an advantage. Although, actually, this is a full wave, so yeah, it's going to go more in favor of Weehaw. But obviously, the first blood being huge. Yeah, true. Miracle and Kuroki chasing off Hanskin as we do approach the 5-minute bounty rune. Looks like Nigma's going to get 3 out of 4. Indeed. What do you think of AM in this specific game? Yep, LSA connects. Wave to follow, but bottom lane we did, or top lane I should say, Snapfire does drop by the tower, surprisingly enough. Nico Baby attempting to run away. LSA does not connect though. Looks like Nico will live through the day. Well, Limp finally gets a rune for himself. Unfortunately, it is just illusions. Not the... Yeah, he doesn't have bottle. Will he be going bottle still? Yeah, I guess he still has it queued up. Yeah, saving for whatever reason right now. Bot lane, Weebot does TP down there. We can see the first lasso of the game will result in a kill onto S4. Although Miracle is taking heavy damage as a result, but will live through the day. So Weehaw continuing his dominance, and this will provide GH with some much needed levels, and Limp with some much needed levels as well. Oh, mind control though. Hold that thought, Cinderan. We're going to see the ensnare here into the shotgun. Mind control looks to be dead. LSA disconnect, but the cookie to follow. It's going to be an easy kill, which Limp desperately needed to help get back on track here in this game. And
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as bottom. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified.
perhaps if they end up winning this, we can ask them that very specific question, Cinderan. I know you're going to be just waiting for that with bated breath.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We've established that many a time. Weeha's still in this bot lane. He has Boots of Travel now. Took out a fairly large stack for this time of the game. So Boots of Travel at pre-8 minutes. Pretty freaking good. And this is one of those heroes that can really snowball. Now the question is, what does he go after this? Do you still go drums on this hero? I've been seeing a lot of players kind of opt for not going blink for the first like couple items.
Has looked better.
As GH is going to steal the rune in this top river. But what item would you prefer for Weeha's second?
You're welcome!
Radiant's top tower has looked better.
Well, he did get the arcane ring.
I don't think so.
Now I'm gonna ask you a really tough question. Something that has changed so much in the last 10 years we've been watching Dota 2. What item build is Anti-Mage going for, Cinderan? God, I can't even begin to predict what type of item that hero goes for. Is Weeha top lane? Lasso is available, not able to find the range there. We'll continue on under the tower. He's gonna get Snapfire cookied, and Weeha! Oh dear. That is not what you want to see from your mid laner. Very important. Thank you for the details, as we talked about. Useless details, but details nonetheless. GH. Oh. They forced out the egg, but you know, Weeha's already alive. Man, that was a really good bait. Very, very good bait from
Dire's
GH.
middle tower isn't going to last long.
Okay.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, in theory, they could have lived on Lifestealer as well as do that, right? As S4 Arena onto Kuroki. TP support is coming. Slow is going to keep him healthy. Tombstone is down. Here comes Weeha, though. Doing a lot of fire damage here, but they will lose one. Likely will be the trade, if not more. Nico Baby now. He did infest for a little bit, but Laguna Blade is there. And this looks to be another kill going away of Team Nigma. Limp. Oh, that's a good ult from Snapfire. Mind Control looks to be dead. So it ends up being a 2 for 2 as Weeha now in the trees. Looks like Firefly's still on cooldown for a little bit, but the Tombstone, very, very annoying to deal with, and that will likely break things up here. Alliance kind of lucky to end up getting a couple kills there. Oh, they're diving. Oh, they think better of it. Double damage still applied to Limp. Searing Chains connects into the cookie. FNG puts himself in a little bit of a precarious spot, but attempting to run away now as the Sunray is just beating upon him with the sticky napalm. That's going to be a very easy kill for Team Nigma. And Weeha with the lasso. Limp doesn't... Yeah, he does have a remnant up now as the egg is in pretty good position to stun him out. And this looks to be yet another one going the way of the Radiant squad. And all the while, Cinder and Miracle is top lane farming towards the very rare pickup of Battle Fury on Anti-Mage, where he is well on his way to finishing that.
They're beating on Dire's top tower. Dire's top tower is under attack. Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Definitely a miscommunication. Discord stopped working for them. Something happened. A little bit of breakdown of communication. As Mind Control, he's in kind of a bad spot as well. He's going to get Searing Chains. The Luna Blade does come out in the hand skin, but he's going to stay alive under the cover of the Tombstone Nigma, trying to work their way to get more kills here. LSA does connect onto S4, and he will be surrounded and actually mana voided by Miracle.
God Killer has a nice ring to it.
So a 2 for 1. They lose Weeha. I mean, Weeha, I'm not saying this is definitely the case this game, that they want this to be happening, but historically speaking, for a mid laner, he has kind of been like that sacrificial lamb, like on a lot of the teams, including DC back in the day. Speaking of, oh, he gets the lasso off, but dies. You were praising him, go ahead.
Invisibility.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
Right. Oof. Flame Break cancels that cookie. The egg is coming out as well. Eggs and cookies, not the greatest combination, especially when they're on opposite teams, Cinderin. They will find the Snapfire kill. Mind Control, he's going to get arena'd and likely just brought down immediately with the Tombstone, and Soulrip keeping him alive. Mind Control somehow staying alive through all of this, and here comes the dive as well. Nico Baby infests. No, actually ends up dropping the Lifestealer, so a 2-for-1 in favor of Nigma. They will continue the pressure. Limp, no more remnants to speak of. Soulrip just destroys him. S4 now, in the meantime, trying to go up the cliff. But somehow, someway, Weehaw has stayed alive throughout all of this. Double kill from him, a 4-for-1. Although I believe FNG died in that fight too, didn't he? Did he actually just respawn? He might die again. He's gonna get slowed.
Dominating!
Dire's top tower is under attack. They're beating on Dire's top tower. Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long. Dire have fortified their structures. Someone better help Dire's middle tower. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, that is odd. Trying to initiate LSA is there. Lasso not in time, but it's not really going to matter. They have the damage. Now Miracle is just jumping in with that Battle Fury Yasha. Fearing absolutely nothing. Arena is here, along with the Mortimer's Kisses. That should be enough to take out Mind Control, despite the tanky nature. 2-for-1 to start things out. Weehaw really wants to go back in. Is going for the BKB, as you suggested, Cinderin. So, good job. You got one of the details correct. But it's really interesting because without like this instant initiation, they're really, it's kind of like slow initiating all these fights, right? Weehaw just kind of walks in, he waddles in. I mean, he is relatively fast, and the Flame Break has been pretty on point for him this game, despite his, I mean, the only mistakes, quote unquote, that he's made is just being out of position a couple times solo, which, as I say that, he's not solo technically, because Kuroki is here for moral support if nothing else. Soulrip gonna keep him alive a little bit longer. Weehaw, like the cookie will be there as well, but Kuroki TP's out. You kidding me? Good lord. Sunray keeping Weehaw alive now. Is this a bait that Mind Control and company wanted here? He has mech up in 1 second, but dies shortly before that was available. Now the focus is onto the end. FNG is getting bursted down as a result, and Nico Baby, man avoided now, limp on the run. Doesn't have any more remnants, but Miracle, no mana void to work with. Weehaw, of course, as we talked about, doesn't really have a blink dagger anyway to close the gap there. So in the end, it's a 2-for-3. It feels like Lifestealer is dying literally every single fight. He is 4-4 right now.
That was hot.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Weehaw has lassoed somebody, Cinder. It's gonna have to, you're gonna have to hold that thought. He has no remnants again. Ay, ay, ay.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack! Radiant's bottom tower's got problems! Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Are those cracks in
They
Dire's
just can't
top
kill
tower?
Kuroki, man. This guy is Jesus. Yep. Well known. Uh-huh. That's what she said.
beating on Dire's top tower.
Yeah, this
Radiant's
cosmetic is
bottom tower
really
is
weird.
under attack. Radiant
This is like
structures
the
are fortified.
waddling version of wing movement.
Dire's
I
top
agree.
tower
It
is under
odd.
attack. Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
And everyone knows how much you hate kids, Cinderin. It's been well established. It starts with Invoker, and now it's just bled into every single cosmetic that you dislike. You somehow always, for anything you dislike, end up comparing it to a child. Not sure what your problem is.
They're beating on Dire's top
But the
tower.
tier 2 tower looks to be dead. And
Dire's
Miracle
top
has the
tower is
Manta
gone.
Battle
Just
Fury.
a cold fog
Actually, it's
left
holding the
behind.
Essence Ring instead of the Ring of Aquila. That's kind of interesting. Finishing Pasha here very shortly as well. Arena. Can they kill Mind Control? Sorab keeps them alive, but finally they do take him out with FNG. Kurogi now completely surrounded, but there's the cookie onto Miracle. This could be a pretty good fight for them. Buyback onto the Lina. And it looks like the first to die is actually the Ember Spirit as I'm dying on my own water here, Cinder. And S4 ticking
Dire's top
away.
tower
So
is under
despite
attack.
the good initiation onto Lina, it was just a Lina at the end of the day. A position 4. Bad Rider.
Motion's down. I wonder where he goes.
Yep.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
Regeneration.
And I am fine with Holy
Dire's
Locket
middle
being a
tower
very
is under
niche or
attack.
niche item, depending on what way you want to pronounce it, Cinderin. It's okay. Some items should not be purchased by every single hero in the
Dire's
game,
bottom
like
tower
Battle
is being
Fury on
chipped away.
Anti-Mage. So,
Dire Snow fortified
Tier 1
their
tower
structures.
fortified. It looks like Alliance wants to defend potentially. As Miracle's actually going to be very aggressive here. He's going to find an arena, but there's the heal of the Soul Rip, keeping him alive again. BKB being shown off now by Weehaw. Lasso is keeping Nico Baby in place. Does he have Infest? He does. Into S4 he goes.
Dire's bottom tower
Still,
is
no
under
one has
attack.
died in this fight. Is the Egg? Nice positioning onto the high ground here. Not able to catch anybody off
Dire
though.
have fortified their
Miracle
structures.
jumps in again very aggressively. Really relying on Kuroki to get these soul rips off, but might have bitten out too much to chew. Aegis is still intact, of course. It doesn't really matter. Mars dies, buys back into the game. Kuroki trying to heal himself now finally will be brought down, and that is just a position 5 Undying that takes so long to be taken out. Miracle still with that Aegis intact. And Link, mana voided to death. Nico Baby kind of isolated here. It does have S4 in the vicinity. But as you can still tell by the positioning of Team Nigma, they want to go in for more. S4 completely drained of mana. Weehaw getting healed up thanks to GH. It looks like they'll find another kill in the form of the Lifestealer, and Hansen looks to be next, and this is just getting completely out of control. The heals from both Undying and Phoenix, and since Lina ended up getting the Greaves, her as well, pretty ridiculous how much sustainability they have.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
Hey, where'd you go? Go for a ride. Unstoppable!
But on the other side of the map, there is a smoke gank just for your Phoenix. So an Ember for a Phoenix, even being down 19k, probably not what you want to see. Weehaw, nice flame break to start things off. Undying's Tombstone continues to stay alive despite the little Shredder being used.
Double kill!
Weehaw with that double kill. Triple kill, in fact, as Nico Baby now on the run. This will likely be a very close to GG.
Like.
And Miracle still with Aegis. I mean, I guess that shouldn't be too big of a surprise considering it is so difficult to kill anybody, including the position fights. And there's the GGs. Alliance just
Something better
outclassed
help
this game.
Dire's middle tower. Radiant win.